Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we're going to discuss about the decoding of popular code types. Today we're discussing about the barcode, the QR code, and the PDF417 code. We'll discuss how to generate them and how to decode them. Let's get informed about each of them. We have the barcode, this one, this barcode, and it's known as one dimension code, and it has some categories as UPC and EAN that I will discuss in the next videos. And to generate it, you have a library called Barcode, while to decode it, we need its library, pronounced in American English as ZBar and pronounced as ZBar in British English. Its data capacity is low. It contains, or it stores between 20 and 30 characters. And for reading, in old days, it required laser, but now the webcam of your PC and the smartphone can be used to read the code, the barcode. And then the QR code. QR code is called 2D, 2 dimensions. We'll explain about the dimensions in the next videos. It uses the library QR code to generate it, and it needs a library called CV2, just CV2. CV2 is the computer vision, the one we've been using. So it means for decoding, you don't need to install anything if you have OpenCV working so far. And its data capacity, it can store up to 7,000 even more characters. Yeah, you heard it. And the webcam and the smartphone can be used to read it. Then comes the code PDF417. It can be pronounced 417, PDF417, or PDF417. It has the library known as PDF117 gen used to generate it, and there is a popular library used to decode it. It's ZXing for American, is ZXing for British. Some call it ZXing or ZXing, but I personally call it Z-crossing. Its data capacity can go up to 1.1 kilobyte, and a webcam and smartphone can be used to read it. Yeah, just your smartphone, just your webcam. Okay. Okay, so now that you're informed about these codes or code types, let's see how to generate them and how to read them practically. We here in the OpenCV projects. If you've been watching previous videos, you're familiar with this folder, and we have this folder, OpenCV Masterclass. It's the same repository here at my GitHub account. Every detail is here. Instructions, code, pictures. You have everything here. Okay, let's go on. Today we have everything packed in this directory, decoding. So let's go into the directory decoding. And we'll talk about these three codes or code types: QR code and barcode and PDF417 code. We will start by seeing how to generate them. Let's start by the barcode. Let's look at the code to generate the barcode. As I told you, for generating a barcode, we need a library called barcode. Yeah. And the code is self-explanatory. This code is simple. It imports this library. It uses it to generate the barcode. Okay, so let's generate a barcode. Let's make sure we don't have a barcode here now. Do we have a barcode? Yes, we have a barcode. Let's remove the existing barcode to avoid the confusion. So I removed the barcode now. As you can see, we don't have a barcode. So and this is the library. We don't have a barcode now. Let's even remove the QR code, and let's remove the PDF417 code. Okay, so let's run this code to generate the barcode. So barcode is generated. We've generated the barcode. It's here. Here is the barcode that we generated. And yeah, let's see now how to read back this code. Let's look at the code to decode. Let's look at the code to decode the barcode. Actually, it should be the first one should be the barcode. So I'm changing the name. be B1, and I am changing the QR code to B2. Just the order. So let's look at this code, barcode decoding. Here is the code. As we said earlier, it uses the library ZBar or PyZBar because it's a Python library. There are other libraries in other languages. So this is PyZBar. We are reading the barcode generated earlier. Yeah. So we just decode it. We just decoding it. The code is self-explanatory. You can go through it yourself. Then at the end, when we decode it, we will output the decoded barcode. Yeah. So let's run the code to decode the barcode. This is the content that it has. If you remember, this is what we gave it. So, well, in the green here, even though you don't see it, it's written over there. So it's decoded, and even at the exit, it has generated the file known as decode the barcode. That's the file we've been seeing. It's here. Okay. So as we said earlier, in the old good days, it required a laser to decode the barcode, but it's not a case anymore. As you can see, we are using our computer to decode easily, and as assignment, you will use your webcam to decode it. As you know, your webcam will capture a picture. You can do it live, capture a picture as a frame, and then process that frame with some graying, so that the image may have no noises before it's passed to the decoder or decoding code, decoding script. It's confusing now because we are writing code, like in Python code, to decode a code like a barcode. So we're going to use script to refer to the code, like the code we write to decode the QR code or the barcode or PDF417 code. Okay, so that was it with the barcode. Let's go to the QR code. Let's first see how to generate a QR code. code 02. Oh no, this is for decoding. Let's first look at generating code, generate TR code. This is for generating. We need this library QR code, and the code is just self-explanatory. You can go through it yourselves. Then it will generate a QR code. If you look now, we don't have this QR code, we deleted it. So it will be generated. Okay, so let's run the code to generate a QR code. QR code is generated. The QR code generated QR code is here. So this is the generated QR code. So let's read it. The code to read it is here. It uses simply the CV tool or the OpenCV library. The code is self-explanatory, simple code. We use just this method called QR code detector to detect if there is QR code on the image. Then it will read the image. Yeah, and this is just to initialize to create the object detector, and it's used here after we have imported them or loaded the image to the memory for manipulation. It will check if the code is found on the image, then it will detect. That's the only one code type that doesn't need any extra library, but only CV2, the OpenCV library. Okay, so let's run this code. Okay, so it found the code, and this is what it found on the code. Okay, so let's go to the last one, but not the least one. PDF417. Let's look at the code to generate PDF. The code is simple. It uses a library called PDF417 gen. It's simple, actually, creating a code if you have a library. It's simple. So we have a large text. We can write anything. Remember, it's 1.1, around 1.1 kilobyte. Yeah. So okay. Okay, so let's now run the code to generate a PDF417 code. We don't have it here, we deleted it, remember? PDF. We don't have it. So we run the code to generate it. Python generate PDF. Okay, we generated it. This is the generated code. You can see it doesn't look like QR code, doesn't look like a barcode. Let's look at this pattern here. Okay, so it's generated and stored here. Let's run the code to, or let's look at the code to decode it. As you can see, it has a lot of lines. Well, in my case, I had to need a Docker, and I needed Java, and I needed this library, the crossing, or the crossing, or the king, or the thing. Depends on how you want to pronounce it. So you might spend a time trying to set up everything. I had to download this jar file and this jar file and this jar file, and this is the image. Actually, I tried to decode my ID. I mean my ID. So I have it here. You can decode the file we just generated, or the code we just generated, or you can choose to decode my ID. I have my driving license, to code for my driving license, and my ID. Yeah, this is part of my ID here. This is me. Okay, so I took it, I ran some processes to make it look like this. I had to set the gamma to max. I had to set the saturation to minimum. I had set the contrast to maximum, and I had to set the brightness to maximum. Yeah, you may need to make some adjustments before processing the image, and later when we are reading the code live using a webcam, we will need to have the code, the OpenCV doing it for us. Yeah, so later in the next videos, when we'll be reading these codes live, be prepared to have the increased number of code lines or script lines, because we need to pre-process the image before we pass it to the library. Because when it's not clear, it's not ready for the library, or for the library, these functions for reading, decoding, you might not be able to read it. So we'll learn it later in the next videos. Okay, so let's try. You can, if you want, you can decode the file we've just generated. It's here. Or let's first read it. It's actually easy. And just press here and save. And then run the code. Ooh, pipe. Rushing. Okay. So this is it. This is how it defines it. And yeah, this is what was written there. Okay, and this is what it's drawing, the green line. It's a green line. So let's exit and try to decode my ID. Trying to decode my ID, this one. So let's run the code. Okay, so this is what we read. This is my ID number up to here. There is a number that I don't know. Then there's my name. And there's this number. It's even next to my code on my ID. It's next to the code. Then there is encryption. It looks the agency in charge of ID information, it has decoded, encrypted. It has encrypted all of these. So this is data, but it's encrypted. We can't read it. So we will be just happy with what you can read. If you can manage to decipher this, please let me know. So that was it. I hope you learned a lot from this lesson, and please apply this knowledge and the skills to your projects. Let's see each other in the next videos. Bye.